So as far as we know, no one has ever tattooed chocolates before, so Christopher Elbow Chocolates in Kansas City said, why not? We got a behind-the-scenes show at how they're made.
We do so many different collections at Valentine's Day, but they all are very traditional. So, you know, hearts, flowers, everything's pink and red, and we just kind of wanted to come up with something that was a little less traditional, something a little more fun that maybe spoke to a different audience. So out of that was born that phrase, not every Valentine fits into a heart-shaped box. So what we're doing now is we're actually applying the thin layer of chocolate, and then to that we're adding what's called the transfer sheet, which is the colored cocoa butter. So it's kind of like, works like a temporary tattoo. When the chocolate's wet, we put the design on, and after it dries in about 10 or 15 minutes, we'll be able to peel that off and it will leave the design behind. So it really very much operates like a temporary tattoo.
Okay, so we're submerging it, and you're not supposed to drop it like I just did, but
as long as it comes out on the end okay, you're perfect. So you want to get as much of that excess chocolate off as possible, because we want to go for a nice kind of thin, delicate coating.
So the idea of tattooing your hand as a child actually made its way into a very sophisticated chocolate.
Absolutely, and so far the response, this has been a really fun, kind of whimsical collection, which is a little different than what we are normally known for as well. And so we have 3 designs: True Love, Till Death, and then, you know, we got to think about mom for Valentine's Day, so that classic mom, you know, traditional mom tattoo. So everything, if you've done all the process right up to this point, we should be able to peel these off, and the design gets left behind.
That's so fun.
So it is just kind of like a temporary tattoo. And then once you have all of them set, we have our box here, and it's kind of like a puzzle piece for us when we put these together. So you see the design come together in the box, and that's what you'll see when you open it.
Christopher said that collection may actually reach groups that wouldn't normally be interested in their traditional bonbons, but if that does suit your fancy, in a few minutes I'll try my hand at airbrushing those chocolates.
All right, welcome back to Better Kansas City. Christopher Elbow Chocolates opened up in Kansas City about 16 years ago. Better Kansas
At that
City.
time, there were
Christopher
actually only
Elbow
a couple
Chocolates
craft
opened up in
chocolate
Kansas
shops
City
in the country.
about 16 years ago.
Now we take a look at that time, there were actually only a couple craft chocolate shops in the country.
The very first step is to take the colored cocoa butter and to spray the mold, actually. The very first step is to take the colored cocoa butter and to spray the mold, actually, when it's finished, but it's quite the opposite. That's the first step. A lot of people think we actually spray the chocolate when it's finished, but it's quite the opposite.
Actually already sprayed with red. I thought was actually happening white when I walked in the door.
Yeah, so the white is going to help that color show just a little bit better against dark chocolate. Yeah, so the white is going to help that color show just a little bit better against dark chocolate. Really, at this point, the process is no different than using an airbrush for anything else. So really, at this point, the process is no different than good. No, using an airbrush for anything else. So once the color's on the mold, we're actually time to cast the shell. So once the color's on the mold, we're actually turn it over and let the excess drip out. What we're going to do is fill this up, turn it over, and let the excess drip out. In a week, we have the capacity to do about 100,000 bonbons per week, and that's really just during our peak season, to do about 100,000 bonbons per week, and that's really just during our peak season, which would be Christmas through Valentine's Day. So this chocolate is actually a custom blend of chocolate that we have made. So this chocolate is actually a custom blend considered to be some of the best chocolate in the world. Very good. So once the shells are set, considered to be some of the best chocolate in the world. So once the shells are set, they already look beautiful. They're ready to get their filling to actually make them taste really good.
And they look beautiful already.
So they already have the filling in a little piping bag here. This comes out really fast. So once you get good at it, so we'll have the filling in a little piping bag here. This comes out really fast. So once you get good at it,
what is the filling we're using today?
So this is a salted pretty quick. This is by far one of our most popular
fillings. What is the filling we're using today?
So this is a salted caramel.
Day,
this is by far one of our most popular fillings.
And in terms of Valentine's Day,
would you say probably going to always be the #1 seller at Valentine's Day.
And as we continue on this bonbon journey, start to finish, we got to cap it, right?
You got to cap it. So this is what's going to close it up and eventually become the bottom of the chocolate. You got to cap it. So this is what's going to close it up. In about 5 minutes, once this eventually become the bottom of the chocolate, we'll be able to turn these out. So in about 5 minutes, once this sets up,
so now that the chocolate's had some time to harden, we're actually going to try to crack it out of its case. So now that the chocolate's had some time to harden, we're actually going to
put it up like that and then tip it over.
What do we do?
So pretty simple. There you go. You just put it up like that and then tip it over. And then you should be able to just lift the mold off slowly. Hit it a couple times and your hearts are left behind. And then you should be able to just lift the mold off slowly.
That is the most satisfying thing ever. They look so beautiful. And we actually helped create that. That is the most satisfying thing ever. High five in the kitchen. So beautiful. And we actually helped create that.
These are your bonbons.
High five in the kitchen.
16 years. He said it would. So Bill, I asked Christopher how many bonbons he's probably made in the past 16 years.
How many did you eat?
He said it would be in the millions.
Be honest.
I
don't see still how you did all that. How many did you eat?
We are going to take a look at.
Be honest.
Something else that maybe that type of chocolate. I think
oh my goodness, I think I would.
We are going to take a look at something else that maybe I ate a little bit more.
Oh my goodness, I think I would. Yeah, it's called the Bill Special. Took them off the table into a bag and ran out of there.
Take him the Bill Special.
Welcome back to Best It's called the Bill Special. Ever wanted to try exotic fruit in your chocolate? I have good news for you.
Christopher Elbow Chocolates released something to suit you just in time for Valentine's Day. Plus, I learned how to actually from the experts pour up some chocolate. I have good news for you. Christopher Elbow
So we start with our chocolate here, and this is our strawberry crisp. It's actually a new flavor for us. It's strawberry infused white chocolate with a kind of a crunchy cookie. We start with our chocolate here, and this is our strawberry crisp. It's actually a new flavor for us. It's strawberry infused white chocolate with a kind of a crunchy cookie. This was actually driven by a new product that came out from one of our chocolate vendors.
You guys are always creating new tastes here. How did you come up with this?
Really nice product. This was actually driven by a new product that came out coming out for Valentine's Day. The color was perfect, so we decided to really bright and dried fruits and make it just in time for Valentine's Day.
Okay, I'm getting ready to try my hand at ladling out the chocolate. Do you have any tips for me?
Perfect, so just don't overfill it.
Don't overfill it.
Yeah, otherwise it's pretty simple Valentine's Day.
Okay, I'm getting ready to try my hand at ladling out the chocolate. So you have any tips for me? Tell me when to stop.
Just don't overfill it. Probably good. Yeah, otherwise it's pretty simple. Then we'll take it.
And don't drip it like I just
Typically we'd put it on a vibrating table.
Tell me when to
make sure
stop.
that the chocolate gets to all four corners. Are we good? Then we'll take it.
And this one's obviously
put it on a
strawberry,
vibrating
but is this
table,
the same process you would use for chocolate bars?
Yeah, no matter what, the chocolate bar, we are always doing it this way.
And this one's obviously strawberry, but is this the same process you would use for chocolate bars?
Yeah, no matter what, the chocolate bar, we are always doing it this way. And then see, once you end up with a beautiful bar. It takes about 15 to 20 minutes for them to crystallize fully.
And who wouldn't love to wake up that on Valentine's Day morning? And we got to try it out now.
I think we should taste it, yeah, and then see you end up with a beautiful bar.
And who wouldn't love to wake up that on Valentine's Day morning? And we got to try it out. So you're talking about the vendors that are using that dried fruit. I can actually taste the strawberry coming through this chocolate. It's so delicious.
That's one thing we're kind of known for.
So when you're talking about the vendors that are using that dried fruit, I can actually taste the strawberry coming through this chocolate.
Instead of extracts and things like that. That's one thing we're kind of known for.
You can taste the dried strawberries.
Flavors, bright, dried, and they're all derived from natural ingredients. And instead of extracts and things like that.
So you can taste the dried strawberries.
You can taste that bright dried fruit and get the tart and tanginess of it.
Bill, that really was refreshing, and it's actually one of my favorite chocolate bars I've ever had. Christopher said that they likely like to reinvent themselves
constantly. You're going to be here already before you know it. One thing I noticed about that, Belinda, is that despite all of the chocolate and strawberry and everything in that segment, that lady's jacket was just as clean and white as it could be. Belinda, is that despite all of the chocolate and seeing me cook and everything, that chocolate stuff everywhere was just as clean and white as it could be.
It's pristine white.
I don't know if you've ever seen me cook or anything, but there's chocolate and stuff after all these talk about chocolates and bonbons, I'm really craving some chocolate right now.
We can always get you busy. Maybe do a round. That way we can make some chocolates here at Better Kansas City.
After all these talk about chocolates and bonbons, I'm really craving some chocolate right now. So.